Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charla.
I'm Justin.
What are we doing today?
Top 5 list time.
It's going to be the top 5 games that we really want to play because we haven't played them in like over a year.
Yeah. So instead of doing like a 10 by 10 or any of those kind of challenges, we just here's 5 games that this year we have to play. Mm-hmm. It's like a promise to ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Bora Bora.
Bora Bora.
Because I like it a lot.
That was my number 6.
It's really pretty.
Yep.
And it's a dice selection kind of action selection game.
Yeah, it's so good.
And you have your player board, and you've got to do different things on your player board to get points, and put out huts to get points, and then you collect lady cards and man cards, and they help you get points.
A little bit engine building.
Yeah.
Lots of different ways to get points, but challenging to get good points.
Right.
Which is awesome.
And it's a really pretty tropical theme.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's got gods in it, which is cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, my number 6.
Cool.
Just barely made it on the list.
Well, what's your number 5 then?
What's my number 5 is Minji Otto.
I knew that would be on your list.
Yeah. This is such a good game. Mm-hmm. And it's about ninjas. And instead of putting little meeples out, you put ninja stars out. Ooh. Which is cool. But it's an interesting game because there's the game that you're playing, which is pretty straightforward, but there's a secondary game that you're also playing that sometimes you can forget about, and if you're not playing this secondary layer, you lose. And it's all about, here are the houses of people that I'm going to gain influence with, and you also have to make sure that those are the houses of people who are the most powerful. Mm-hmm. So it's like you could have all the power in this one house and somebody can do something to make that house not be the winning house. Or you can do all this work to make this house be the winning house and suddenly somebody else has stolen all the influence in that house. Mm-hmm. I know, it's tricky, but fun. So what's your number 4?
My number 4 is ONeal.
ONeal. Nice. I cannot believe we have not played that game.
I know,
in a
it
year.
seems crazy.
It is.
I remember just playing that game the other day.
Yep.
And that was more than a year ago?
Yep. Such a good game.
It is. It's
so cool.
A bag building game.
Yep.
So you're collecting people that you can use to do different actions.
Yep.
And they give you different stuff.
Yeah. So cool. We got some extra tiles for it, which is kind of cool.
And there's going to be an expansion. Or there is an expansion, but we should be looking for it.
Yes. Yeah. And the first expansion has several little modules, and one of them has been designed by the 2 designers of my favorite game of all time, The Village.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So cool.
So you need that.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
Yes. Yep.
And we have the edition that has all the little wooden bits.
Yeah, the big deluxe version by TMG.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
It's awesome.
Yeah. My number 4 is Borya.
I figured that would be on your list too.
Because it is also a bag builder.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a bag builder of crazy technologies and all these asymmetrical races and different ways that you can play. I know that the whole dudes on a map aspect of it isn't your favorite. And it's not my favorite either. But everything else about the game I enjoy quite a bit.
I really like the individual player boards.
Yeah.
And puzzling out that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the area control, area majority thing on the board.
Yes.
Is not the funnest. For me.
I'm wondering if there's a way, kind of like a house rule, where we can take the end game scoring of the area control and make it less.
No, keep it the way it is.
But it's such a huge part of the final points that if we could make it a little bit less and other aspects more, we could focus on them a little bit more.
I don't know. We'd have to play it again.
Yeah. But
And we're
gonna. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Firenzi.
Nice, yes.
I really love that game.
Yeah.
And that's another one that I can't believe it's been more than a year. Because I remember playing that game not that long ago.
Yep. It's a good game. It was like one of those really perfect mid-weight
It is.
With lots of really good decisions and cool gameplay.
Well, it's one of the ones where the cards move down and they get cheaper as they move down the track.
Yeah.
But you're purchasing the cards with the pieces that you're using to build your towers with.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. So you have tower management, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, some of the cards suck. You don't want them.
Right.
Which means there's that extra choice of, I could take this card and it's not going to cost me anything, and I'm going to get a whole bunch of bricks.
Right.
But the card sucks, which just throws this whole wrench into that whole system, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's yours?
My number 3, we have not played in over 3 years.
That sounds crazy.
I know. And it's such a good game.
Uh-oh.
It's Netrunner.
Oh, that is a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, at no point have I ever thought, should we get rid of Netrunner?
Never.
Because, no, that's not going to happen.
Right.
But we haven't played it in 3 years. That's crazy.
See,
Such
what
a
just
good game.
happens, that one, I need to sit down and, like, read all the cards.
Yes.
And prepare a deck.
Yeah.
Which I never have the time to do it.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I've had this really crazy idea of, why don't we just buy, like, another core set? Because then what we could do is we could create all the decks and just have them. So we would just open up and be like, I would like to play this Netrunner, and I'm going to play this corporation for this game. And the decks would just always be created.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but it would cost a lot of money.
Right. You'll have to keep your eye out for, like, on a second hand.
Yeah.
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 If that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Because the game itself is amazing. I love playing the game.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's just to take the time to invest in learning all the different cards.
Yeah. And because of that, I don't have any drive to go out and buy a whole lot of the expansions.
Same with me.
Yeah.
I want to learn what I have already.
Yeah.
Which isn't that much, because we bought a few expansions.
Yeah.
And then just go from there.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll see. But we're definitely playing it this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully more than once. Tournament style.
No. Ooh. Just the two of us, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because we can't play in a tournament. We're lose our shirts.
Yes, we're definitely not going to any kind of, like, official tournament.
That would just be too nerve-wracking.
Yeah. It's like, how many expansions do you have? It's like, well, we
have the base game.
Base game, yeah. And people would just laugh hysterically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Palaces of Carrara.
Nice. See, I couldn't put this on my list because I play it online.
I know.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But technically,
tabletop.
We have not played this in a while.
Right.
Yeah. And the last time we played it, you kicked my butt.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was we have that on a playthrough.
Yeah.
If you want to watch that, it was good. And I'm usually not good at this game because, like, you play it a ton online.
Yeah.
But I love rondelles and buying stuff from a rondelle.
Yep.
I just love figuring out how to maneuver that.
Yeah.
And then just you're building your bricks to build these cities to, like, kind of collect them.
Yep.
And get some points. And
it's one of those, like, the system is very simple, but the end game goals and how you get your points are different every game.
Yeah.
So it's one of those great games where you can master the system, but you still have to master how to manipulate the system for every different situation, which is awesome.
And if you don't play for those goals at the end of the game, you're not going to win.
Yeah. Like, this is what I did last time and I won. Well, you had different goals last time, so that's not going to win you the game this time.
Right.
Yeah. Very cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad we have that.
I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. 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 Definitely playing that this year.
And it's pretty.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely going to play that this year. Definitely.
What's your number 2?
What's my number 2? My number 2 is Terra Mystica. We bought the expansion and looked at it and said, "Ooh, that's awesome!"
Yay!
And then haven't played it since.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even created a 2-player board that has an equal number of every single kind of space, roughly the same, like, equidistant. Like, I think I have it as perfect as I can get it, but much tighter for a 2-player game. So we have to try that.
Yeah, because you need that 2-player you need player interaction.
Yeah.
And you don't get that with a 2-player game.
No.
Unless you purposely built your 2 things next to each other.
Yeah. So, yeah. We definitely have to play that this year because I miss playing it. I love that game. But we have to try that board to see if it tightens the 2-player game up. Yeah. If we play it and it works, I'll post it so that people can try it. Or maybe I should just post it anyway.
I don't know. So, it's up to you.
So if you're watching this and you want to try a tight 2-player board, I'll post it so people can print it.
There you go.
And then they can tell me if it sucks or not.
Okay. They'll probably try it before we try it.
Possibly. But we are trying it.
But I like that game a lot because there's so many different ways you can play it because each character you can play is so different. Yeah.
And even like the differences between the different characters aside, like the gameplay is so unique and interesting. With the bowls of power and oh, I'm going to upgrade this and now I've just lost some of my income and managing all of that. Very, very cool.
It's good.
Yeah. Very good. What is your number 1?
It might be the same as your number 1.
Nope.
How do you know?
Because you've already said it.
Oh, my number 1 is Trajan.
Trajan, nice. Trajan is the second game that I could not put on my list because I play it every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I play it every day on Bortaju. Yeah.
I just like it a lot.
Yeah.
I just like how the Mancala works and you're moving all those little people around and it's going to trigger your mini games.
Yeah.
I find it very interesting.
And each of the 6 mini games are just different enough to be interesting without being overly complicated. And the complication of the game comes in managing getting into those 6 mini games to get the big points.
Because most of the time you're going to want to do them in a specific order.
Yeah.
So you're looking at your Mancala and deciding, well, if I have these 3 people, like if it's pink, yellow, blue, or whatever.
Yeah.
And deciding when to move which bowl and which colors to place in which bowl. I like puzzling it out.
Yeah. And there are a lot of different ways to get really big points, but all of them require lots of planning and lots of things that don't give you good points in order to set them up. And if you don't do it right, you're never going to get the big points, but if you can pull it off, it's like big points.
Awesome.
It's very cool. Love that game. Probably one of my favorite Felds. Yeah. Which is why I play it every day on Borya.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Orleans.
That's your number 1.
Yeah. I love that game so much.
It's awesome.
So many different things you can do with that game. And they're all awesome. Every time I do something, I'm like, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe we haven't played that in a year. It's just crazy. Crazy. It's just crazy.
Oh my, are you rage quitting the video?
No.
Oh, phew.
No, I'm good.
Because I had I had a hard time to whittle it down to 5.
Ooh, yeah.
I probably could have done a top 10.
Yeah, possibly.
So I'm just going to quickly list off.
Some of your others?
Yeah, and they're in alphabetical order, so
okay.
They're in no particular order.
Okay.
It would be Belfort.
Yep.
Dominion.
Nice.
Glass Road.
Nice.
Kings of Air and Steam.
Yeah, wow.
Mangrovia.
Yeah.
Queen's Architect.
Yep.
Sky Traders.
Nice. I have a couple others. Bora Bora. Alien Frontiers.
That almost made my list too, but sometimes I find that game a little too complicated.
I don't find it too complicated, but it's long. It's longer than it needs to be.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Belfort. And then, of course, I had Palaces, Carrara, and Trajan, but I couldn't put them on my list because I play them all the time. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right on. So, we have 10 games. Actually, we don't, because what's our crossover? Orleans?
I don't know. Orleans.
Yep.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. So, we have 9 games that we must play before this year is out.
There you go.
Yep. Promised.
Just to each other.
To each other, yeah. Cool. That's our list.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you in the next video.
Laters.